So think about this for a second. What if we could harness the power of artificial intelligence to tackle one of the biggest challenges in education? Well, today we're diving into a really forward-thinking European project called stAI that's doing exactly that. Its mission? To get ahead of student dropout rates using a truly innovative approach. Let's dig in and see how it all works.
But, before we jump into the solution, we have to understand the sheer scale of the problem we're dealing with. This isn't just about a few students falling through the cracks. We're talking about a systemic issue that has some massive consequences.
Get a load of this number, 1.25%. That's the economic cost of what's called early leaving from education and training, or ELET, right across Europe. Now, 1.25% might not sound like a lot, but as a slice of the entire European GDP, that represents billions upon billions of euros in lost potential, lost productivity, and wasted public funds. It's a truly staggering figure that really puts a spotlight on how urgent this crisis is.
And this isn't just about abstract numbers on a spreadsheet, right? This is a human reality. As you can see here, in some European countries, the rate of early leavers is incredibly high. I mean, we're talking 1 in 5 or even 1 in 4 young people in some places. This is a challenge that absolutely demands a new, innovative way of thinking.
And that is exactly where the stAI project comes in. It's a coordinated pan-European effort to get ahead of the problem, using cutting-edge technology not just to react when things go wrong, but to actually prevent them from happening in the first place.
This quote, it perfectly captures the project's entire philosophy. Instead of waiting for a student to reach a breaking point, the goal is to identify the risks way ahead of time and intervene early. It's a fundamental shift from a reactive to a proactive mindset.
So, what is stAI exactly? Well, it's a project that's building an AI-powered tool that can analyze data to pinpoint the key factors that might lead to a student dropping out. This gives teachers the insights they need to provide targeted support right when and where it's needed the most.
And this isn't some quick fix. It's a dedicated, long-term effort. The project spans a full 36 months, running from late 2023 all the way to late 2026. That gives the team the time they need to do the deep research and development required to really get this right.
Okay, so how are they actually going to build this thing? The project is broken down into a really clear, methodical blueprint. Let's take a look at the game plan.
The entire project is essentially built on 4 main pillars, or what they call work packages. First, they map the terrain of the problem. Then, they study the technology itself. After that, they build the actual tool. And finally, they make sure everyone can benefit from it. It's a really logical and comprehensive strategy.
The first big step, Work Package 2, is all about deep research. The main thing that comes out of this is a transnational map of risk factors. They're looking at everything: academic performance, attendance, socioeconomic backgrounds, school environment, you name it. And what's crucial is that this isn't just academic theory. They're getting direct input from 60 teachers and 30 policymakers who are actually on the ground, making sure the recommendations are practical and effective in the real world.
Next up, in Work Package 3, they take a hard, balanced look at AI in education. They're studying practical case studies to learn from what works and what doesn't. They see the huge potential here for things like better decision support and early identification of at-risk students. But they're also being incredibly careful about the serious concerns like data privacy, getting rid of bias in algorithms, and setting clear ethical principles. The goal is clear. They aren't just building tech, they're building trustworthy tech.
This brings us to the core of the whole project, Work Package 4, which is building the AI prototype. The best way to think of it is as a sophisticated Q&A system for teachers. A teacher can input anonymized information or ask about specific scenarios, and the AI prompt system will give them clear, actionable insights based on all the scientific knowledge the project has gathered. It's designed to be a super practical tool for the classroom.
And finally, Work Package 5 is all about making sure this incredible work has a real-world impact. I mean, a brilliant tool is useless if it just stays in the lab, right? So this phase is all about creating what they call stakeholder ecosystems, bringing together teachers, school administrators, and policymakers to share the project's findings and tools across Europe. It's all about creating a lasting legacy.
Now, whenever we talk about AI on a field like education, a big question always comes up. Is this technology designed to replace teachers?
The project's answer to that is a very clear and very loud no. Actually, it's the exact opposite. Research has shown time and time again that the student-teacher relationship is one of the most critical factors in keeping students engaged.
So this project is designed to empower that relationship, not to replace it. And this image just illustrates the concept perfectly. This isn't about AI taking over. It's about AI becoming a powerful ally, a decision support tool that gives teachers better information so they can do what they do best: teach, mentor, and really connect with their students.
Of course, a project this ambitious needs a really diverse team, and stAI is a true European collaboration. It brings together expertise from 6 different countries to make sure they're tackling the problem from every possible angle.
For example, you've got top-tier academic powerhouses like the University of Iceland, a leader in education studies, working right alongside the Regia University Brussels, which brings its world-class AI research group to the table.
Then, over in Italy, you have this dual focus. CRES brings its deep expertise in managing big European research projects, while Squall Activa OLUS brings a specialized focus on preventing school dropout by boosting student motivation.
And crucially, the project is grounded in reality, with direct input from educators on the front lines. This comes from amazing partners like the Colegio Nacional de Arte in Romania and the Escola Secundaria Dr. José Afonso in Portugal.
And finally, the Emphasis Center from Cyprus helps tie it all together, contributing its huge experience in EU projects and integrating new tech into educational settings. It's a real powerhouse of complementary skills.
So when you put all of this together, the research, the technology, the collaboration, what's the ultimate goal? What's the real-world impact going to be? Well, the impact they're aiming for is profound. It's about creating a more supportive educational environment, equipping teachers with the tools they need, and advising policymakers on how to build better support systems. At the end of the day, this isn't just about technology. It's about creating better futures for students, and that benefits all of us.
And that really brings us to the final powerful thought. The true promise of a project like stAI is the ability to shift from reaction to anticipation, to build a system that's so smart and so supportive that we can see the signs and offer help, not after a student is already left, but long before they ever feel the need to.
It's an ambitious vision for the future of education, one powered by collaboration and technology. To follow the journey of the stAI project, be sure to check out their website. Thanks so much for tuning in.